Let's revisit a time when snowflakes sparkled brighter, and sipping cocoa by the fireplace felt like magic. Before smartphones and ski resorts, winter in the 1950s was a season of quiet wonder. As the last jack-o'-lanterns flickered out, neighborhoods transformed overnight. Front porches were wrapped in lights, windows glowed softly behind frosted glass, and somewhere on the radio, Bing Crosby dreamed of a white Christmas. If these memories bring a little warmth to your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who remembers those days, and subscribe for more glimpses of life in the 1950s. For kids in the 1950s, winter meant freedom, especially on snow days. When the first flakes started to fall, children pressed their noses to the window, hoping the school superintendent would call off school for the day. And when the school day was called off, the world outside quickly became a playground. Bundled in wool coats, scarves, mittens, and snow boots, kids grabbed sleds, saucers, or even flattened cardboard boxes and raced to the nearest hill. Laughter echoed down snowy streets as forts rose, and snowball fights broke out until mittens were soaked and cheeks were bright red. Back home, mothers warmed milk on the stove, stirring in cocoa powder and sugar by hand. There were no instant packets yet, just a warm cup of comfort made from scratch. Little known fact, in many small towns, buses and sidewalks weren't equipped for deep snow. When storms hit, schools simply closed and kids couldn't have been happier. As twilight settled early, homes glowed with a cozy stillness that's hard to find today. Families gathered around the living room radio and later the TV for favorite programs like The Jack Benny Show or I Love Lucy. Outside, the snow blanketed everything in silence. Inside, it felt like the world had slowed down just enough for everyone to breathe, laugh, and be together. When Thanksgiving dishes were cleared, the excitement of Christmas began to bloom. Families would unpack boxes of decorations like fragile glass ornaments, shiny tinsel garlands, and handmade paper snowflakes. But this is for another trip down memory lane. Winter in the 1950s wasn't perfect. Roads were icy, furnaces sputtered, and chores still had to be done. But somehow it all felt different. Softer, slower, more connected. Every snowflake, every steaming cup of cocoa, every evening spent with loved ones reminded families of what mattered most: being together. It was a time when joy came not from what you owned, but from who you were with. Maybe you remember those days, the laughter and the cold air on your face as you raced home through the snow. What's your most treasured winter memory? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to feature some of your stories in a future episode. Until next time, stay warm, stay kind, and keep the memories alive. Please enjoy these glimpses of the magical time of the 1950s, a season of simple joys and cozy memories.